Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to ChasingCinema.com's official YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Tiranno, and today we're going to be talking about what's going on in the world of movie news, including this past weekend's box office report, the Mary Poppins live adaptation, and the Guardians of the Galaxy 2. However, before we get into that, I just quickly want to take the time to apologize to my viewers and subscribers. As you guys have probably noticed, I've been kind of out of the loop these past couple weeks, and I want to sincerely apologize. The Chasing Cinema YouTube channel is a place where I strive to release daily content. Every single day I want to release a video, and the past couple weeks I've been failing to do so. So I want to just make a quick apology to my readers, my viewers, my subscribers, everyone that I've let down. But I'm glad to announce that's all going to change starting today. As during that time, though, I did get to format and change up what we're going to be doing here each day. Not every single day will be movie news. We're going to do some interesting stuff and just try to give us a fresh remake of what this YouTube channel is going to be doing. But today is going to be movie news. Tomorrow, make sure to tune in a brand new segment that I'm going to be doing here on the Chasing Cinema YouTube channel, Top 5 Tuesdays, where every week I'm going to compile a list of my top 5 whatever it may be. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing my top 5 favorite Johnny Depp performances in light of his new movie coming out this Friday, Black Mass. So make sure to tune into that. And also, if you've missed my 2 past reviews from this weekend, make sure to click those right here and here for The Visit and The Perfect Guy. You can also find it down here in the description box. But now, let's get into some movie news. The first thing we have up today is the box office report, which is one of my favorite segments, especially because it's the beginning of the week and we get to see how these movies have done over the weekend. The Perfect Guy took first place this weekend, earning $26.7 million. If you've not seen our video review of that movie, make sure to click right here. That is quite interesting to me because I actually thought the movie that took the number 2 spot would have conquered this past weekend's box office. And in that number 2 spot is M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit. If you've not seen our video review, make sure to click right here. Ooh, switched it up on you guys. Which earned $25.6 million in total. That actually might be his second lowest wide opening debut. However, this movie was only made for $5 million, which means this movie is 5 times the original budget. So Universal is very pleased, and overall, with the mostly positive reviews, this movie seems to be somewhat of a success. Number 3 is the religious drama War Room, another film I've actually not seen, but that movie earned $7.4 million. Number 4 is A Walk in the Woods, a movie that stars Robert Redford and Nick Nolte. If you've not seen my review for that, you can make sure to click right here. And number 5, and I'm proud to say it, is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, earning $4.1 million, bringing the domestic total of this movie to $188 million. That's awesome. That was a great movie, one of the most fun movies I've enjoyed this summer. And I'm glad to still seeing it do so well. The next bit of movie news is actually really interesting, as I'm going to be talking about Mary Poppins. Disney has been kind of going crazy with these animated film live action adaptations, as we've seen Cinderella, Maleficent, and upcoming movies like Beauty and the Beast. It's actually kind of smart because they're keeping known properties fresh at the box office. They're giving us something different. However, they're using properties people know and love. The latest idea from the Mouse House actually is quite interesting, as they're going to be making a new Mary Poppins film. Now, this cover is really shiny, so if you can't see it, this is the Mary Poppins Blu-ray. But I think this is a really interesting choice, not just because it is a movie that just celebrated its 50th anniversary, I believe, a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. But because Rob Marshall is going to be directing this live-action picture, and it's going to be taking place 20 years after the Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke film. It'll also be a musical, of course, very similar to Mary Poppins. And more interesting is that it's going to be using ideas from P.L. Travers' series that continued all the way till 1988 when the last book was released. For most of you that don't know or who have not seen the movie Saving Mr. Banks, P.L. Travers was the woman that created Mary Poppins. And Mary Poppins wasn't one story, it was actually a series that she made, like I said, until 1988. So they're going to be taking ideas from there, which is also pretty interesting, because if you've seen Saving Mr. Banks, you would know that Travers has had some interesting relationships with Disney, especially after she wasn't happy with the final product that is Mary Poppins. A lot of criticism towards Saving Mr. Banks kind of showed that she wasn't as disappointed in the movie as she was in real life with that film. But things just seem to be getting better now that her estate is working with Disney on this brand new film. My question to you guys is, how do you feel about this? Personally, I enjoyed Mary Poppins. Let's go and fly a kite. I'm not much of a singer. I honestly think that a new Mary Poppins movie is quite interesting, especially that it's taking 20 years later, so it's more of a continuation to the story and taking ideas from P.L. Travers, the woman who actually created Mary Poppins. This, to me, is one of the more exciting ideas coming from the Mouse House as of late. Not that I mind the live adaptation remakes that I mentioned earlier, but at the same time, I would like something more along these lines than I would just adaptations. I wasn't crazy about Cinderella. I thought Maleficent was enjoyable, but obviously Maleficent was more of a twist on a classic rather than an adaptation. But nonetheless, I'm looking forward to Mary Poppins, the live-action continuation. What are your thoughts? Let me know down here in the comment sections below. I can't wait to reply to you guys, because my favorite part about doing these videos is having the conversation with you. Next, we're going to be talking about Disney in another sense. Actually, more like Marvel. Guys, everyone has been biting their nails and anticipating the release of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which is set to release May 5th, 2017. Quite some time away, but before you know it, it'll be here. James Gunn has officially stated that pre-production is underway now that he is in Atlanta, where he was going to be living for the next 10 months through pre-production and through the shooting of the film. The first Guardians of the Galaxy movie is really interesting. The first Guardians of the Galaxy movie is really interesting in the sense that a lot of people doubted that movie, including me. Because it just was shocking that they were going to take the route of a comic book character that isn't widely popular and isn't widely known. Now, obviously, we know it paid off very, very well. It was a great success. The movie ended up earning $774 million worldwide, and it was pretty much enjoyed by everyone, and some people still consider it their favorite Marvel movie yet. Though I couldn't say that about Guardians of the Galaxy, I can say I enjoyed that film. I smiled from ear to ear watching that movie in the theater. It was really, really enjoyable, and it does feel like a little bit more of an offbeat Marvel movie than the ones that we're so used to. So, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of, people want answers to a lot of things, and I'm really interested in what James Gunn does. And he actually has with the success of the first film, there's a lot of pressure probably riding on him with this movie. However, James Gunn did such a wonderful job with the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, it's hard for me to kind of say I'm doubtful. I believe actual production starts in early 2016, so now Gunn is there probably just making sure that everyone is prepared and really ready for this new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I'm sure they're building sets, still storyboarding, doing everything they can to make sure that production is as smooth as possible to make sure they deliver a great, fascinating sequel. Now, people want to know if Iron Man or the Hulk is going to make an appearance in this picture. Some people were wondering, are we going to find out who Star-Lord's dad is? All these questions are going to hopefully be answered in this film, but unfortunately, like I said, we're going to have to wait until May 5th, 2017. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us today. A Movie News Monday, which I don't think I'm actually going to call it that, but I'm just saying that now for whatever reason, I don't know. And remember to tune in tomorrow for Top 5 Tuesday, where every Tuesday I'm going to start listing my top 5 favorite whatever they may be. Tomorrow it's going to be my top 5 favorite Johnny Depp performances, so don't forget to watch that tomorrow. A great way to make sure you're always watching the content we push out is to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you never miss anything. It's always daily content, like I said. There was a little gap, but I promise you guys that's not going to happen again. Also, make sure to comment. I want to hear what you guys have to say about the box office report. If you've seen The Visit or The Perfect Guy, let me know how you feel about these movies. what are your thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Will we see Tony Stark or the Hulk or any other surprises in Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Also, what are your thoughts on the new Mary Poppins film? I want to hear your thoughts, and I want to start a film dialogue down here in these comment sections, so make sure to take part in that. Lastly, I really hope you guys make sure to hit that like button on the way out, and I hope you enjoy today's material. If you want more, head over to chasingcinema.com. The link is in the description box, but it's pretty easy. Register there so you always get the most up-to-date movie news and movie reviews. Also, do not forget to follow Chasing Cinema on Facebook and Twitter, as well as myself, where you could follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, all that stuff. All the links are down here in the description box. Everything you need to know is down there. Also, for our reviews of The Visit and The Perfect Guy. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video today. Again, I apologize for that gap of time where I wasn't making videos, but that is over now. I am back, and I am better than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jacob Tiranno, and please continue chasing cinema. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing my top 5 Jave John Jepso.